Governments around the world are taking action to make a positive climate impact at home and abroad. An impressive new initiative, launched by the US Department of State, is helping lead the way. Called the Partnership on Women's Entrepreneurship in Renewables, or W-Power, it hopes to empower women across Africa to become entrepreneurs, deliver appropriate clean power solutions, and in turn help eradicate extreme poverty by driving green growth at the local level.
I'm Wanjira Mathai. I am the director of the W-Power project, which is a new initiative, the US State Department with a group of partners, SSB, India, CARE International, the Greenbelt Movement, Women for Women International. And we're trying to see how we can catalyze the work of these partners who are working already in clean energy, in involving women in the entire value chain of clean energy, and seeing how we can make sure that, one, people begin to use clean energy solutions, but also begin to create entrepreneurship opportunities around them.
The daughter of Nobel Prize winner Wangari Maathai. She is helping to lead a revolution in how women in Africa create jobs for themselves in the emerging clean energy economy.
One of the things W-Power is doing is looking at the critical role of women in the clean energy solutions, in the entrepreneurship, but also in the proliferation of them, people to use them. And the clean energy solutions go from cook stoves, which are the technologies, to the fuels, which could be around biomass fuels, to solar solutions.
According to the International Energy Agency, globally over 1.3 billion people are without access to electricity, and 2.6 billion people are without clean cooking systems. They rely on highly polluting fire hearths like these for cooking, and dirty kerosene lanterns for lighting, but African women, like Maathai, are working to change this.
The kerosene lantern that was in her home, that's what they use for lighting. So the opportunity, again, to integrate multiple solutions, solar solutions for lighting, clean cook stoves for cooking, cleaner fuels, and more efficient cooking solutions to reduce emissions. That's the integrated approach that we're trying to promote.
Promotion means selling, and what better way than a sorority-like sisterhood appropriately called Solar Sister. Like the successful Tupperware parties of the 20th century, these women sell their products to one another, passing along the benefits by word of mouth and demonstrating the effectiveness of these technologies in their daily lives. Here in Muada, Tanzania, Hilaria Alois cycles to her group on a bicycle she earned by selling hundreds of small-scale solar systems and clean cook stoves.
Kwanza nimejulikana hata Marekani. Nimepata marafiki, vile vile imeniongezea kipato. Na hata ninapotembea barabarani, nimetambulika kwa maana mjasiriamali. Utakuta hata sasa hivi nilipotoka nyumbani, una hiki, wakati nipo kwenye mzunguko huu nimepigia pia na watu kama wawili wanahitaji sola. Kwa hiyo imenifanya niko busy muda wote.
This is not a giveaway plan by foreign governments to uplift Africa like so many others, but a working business system driven by individual women throughout East Africa. Solar Sister Director Fatma Muzo explains how this innovative solution to Africa's most intractable problems has spread so quickly.
Solar Sister eradicates energy poverty by empowering women and in economic opportunities through clean energy business. Energy poverty in Tanzania and in the African context, it's all about people or communities who are not connected with the electric grid. They don't have power for lighting and even energy for cooking. Previously, she has cows, she has a house, she has farms, but she was not connected with any power for lighting and cooking stuff. For now, since she became Solar Sister, she got solar lamps for her home lightings and improved cook stoves for cooking. So that's how we help such communities in lifting up out of energy poverty.
Energy poverty is the term used to describe households that lack access to electricity and clean cooking solutions. The only way to light a rural household like Opportunia Williams in Babati, Tanzania, was with kerosene. The US National Institute of Health says this dangerous fossil fuel emits carbon monoxide, nitric oxide, and sulfur dioxide, all of which may contribute to cancer, asthma, or lung infections such as tuberculosis. The Mundi Business Index estimates that more than 100,000 barrels of kerosene per day are used in Africa, and most of that is burnt indoors at night. The US Energy Information Administration estimates that 1 barrel of kerosene produces 904 pounds of carbon dioxide in its emissions. So just the kerosene component of energy poverty in Africa contributes roughly 90 million pounds of carbon dioxide every day. Where some see catastrophe, Solar Sisters see an immense opportunity to cut these harmful emissions, save money, and in turn make people healthier and wealthier.
The demand for kerosene in Tanzanian communities or in the areas where we operate has dropped just because solar lamps has taken the place of kerosene lanterns. So you can find even the demand for kerosene in some families has dropped, and even if you visit them, you'll find that the kerosene lanterns have become old with full of dust. They are no longer useful. They just keep them aside.
Since they started last year, Solar Sister has recruited, trained and mentored 850 Solar Sister women entrepreneurs who have brought clean energy to over 170,000 people whilst driving down the petroleum industry's corner on the energy market.
So the integrated solution goes through the solar, and Solar Sister is doing an incredible job of already driving the solar solutions agenda at the grassroots with ordinary women selling to each other solar solutions. There couldn't be anything more powerful than that.
Solar lights change everything, allowing children to study late without dirty kerosene. In some places, the kerosene economy has collapsed completely because so many women have bought lights from Solar Sister entrepreneurs like Teresia Bagoyo.
Yaani nimepata faida kubwa sana. Zile hela ambazo nilikuwa nazinunulia mafuta ya taa zikawa zinanisaidia hata mimi pia kununulia chumvi na matumizi mengine aina mbalimbali. Nilikuwa na watoto wa kwangu tu ndio wazani wako 8, alafu na wajukuu ambao naishi nao hapa ndani ya nyumba hii wako 4. Hizi taa wanazitumia kwa kusomea.
Her grandson is studying by the light of a solar lamp that also charges cell phones, which she does for a fee for her neighbors to make extra money.
Yaani wanafurahi sana, wameepukana na koroboi ile ambayo tunawekea mafuta ya taa, mara nyingine imemwagika, mara nyingine imezimika tu, mafuta ya taa yameisha hapa katikati. Sasa namna ya kwenda kuyachukua tena dukani, hela hakuna mfukoni.
The Solar Sisters are also pioneering a new approach to cooking solutions, selling clean burning cook stoves like this one, along with their high-tech solar lighting and power solutions. The stoves use less wood, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and help keep healthy forests standing. The stoves are now their best-selling product, and all the Solar Sisters are starting to use them in their own homes, explains Solar Sister entrepreneur Opportunia William.
Mara ya kwanza mimi nilikuwa na moyo hafifu wa kuchukua. Akachukua dada yangu yuko hapo mbele, ndio nikapata motisha, pamoja na kuwa mimi nilikuwa nauza, lakini nilipata motisha wa kuchukua ile jiko kwa ajili ya kuona mfano wa kwanza kwa huyo mjasiriamali, nilemuuzia huyo mjasiriamali. Mteja, yani mteja.
Now she uses less than a third of the wood she used to.
Nilikuwa napika na mzigo mmoja ule napika siku 2. Lakini tokea nimepata hili jiko, ule mzigo wa shilingi 1000 napika wiki nzima.
This efficiency revolution is sweeping across Uganda, Kenya and Nigeria. The main problem is keeping the products in stock. Solar Sister entrepreneurs buy stock from Solar Sister and then sell it with a 5 to 10% markup, offering a 2-year guarantee and the after-sales service. Due to high demand, they regularly sell out.
We're seeing the demand outstrip the supply. Once people know these stoves are there, they can't believe they never knew about it. The same thing with the solar solutions. As soon as we get those connections going, because the distance between the solutions and these women is the gap we must fill. And that's where W Power comes in. Women are getting together and they're telling each other what's working.
According to the Solar Sister entrepreneurs, this year-old project is already transforming their lives and the lives of the people around them.
Nitawaelezea kwamba inatakiwa mwanamke wa Kiafrika au wa Kimarekani awe mjasiriamali wa kuweza kuuza sola mahali popote pale bila uoga, ili wengine wawapate kuneemeka faida ya Solar Sister. Nimeshapanua wigo sana. Sio mimi tu nimekaa na ujasiriamali, nimewapa na wengine faida, ili na wao waendeleze na faida, wapate hela kidogo.
Kwanza pesa niliyokuwa natumia kununua mafuta ya taa imerudi kwenye biashara nyingine. Na faida ninayopata kutokana na hizo Solar Sister imeweza kubadilisha maisha yangu. Nimekuwa mfugaji wa kuku wa kienyeji na wasili. na katika kilimo nimeongeza maeneo ya kulima kutokana na hii biashara ninayoifanya.
A lot of people wonder why women? Why is W Power targeting women? Well, women are disproportionately affected by the impacts of climate, by the impacts of inefficient cooking. Women are a strategic imperative for us in the W Power project. It is not by accident. We're targeting women because we know we will succeed.